Good Tuesday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Dave Snyder at the National Weather Service with Alaska statewide weather. A view around Alaska's FAA webcams shows light snow up around the eastern parts of the Brooks Range, and with that, it looks like cold enough air has made its way into northern sections of Alaska. High pressure, though, is quickly pushing that area of low pressure and the associated snow eastward into the northern Yukon, so the conditions there should improve, but nevertheless, it has snowed in Alaska again. Look for areas of rain to continue to move across the central and southern parts of the interior. We saw periods of rain stretching all the way from McGrath to the west coast around the Yukon Delta region around Cape Newingham and points south. Areas of fog, especially across the Bering Sea, with high pressure firmly in control. However, it won't be in control a whole lot longer, maybe another day or so. And under that, look for areas of dense fog to be a main issue there, all the way from the St. Matthew Island waters down to the Aleutians and perhaps westward into the Gulf of Alaska. Frontal boundary working across the interior will keep the rain going across central and southern sections of Alaska. Parts of southeast also dealing with some wetter weather, though it's been a little bit milder in your neck of the woods. High pressure not really in charge of the Gulf right now. Waves of low pressure and warmer air trying to work in from the Bering Sea. And that, again, is bringing a little bit more rain to the Bristol Bay region and south central as we go ahead in time. High pressure sitting across the Arctic coast, locking in a little more fog. Still some flurries, perhaps, for areas around Prudhoe Bay out toward Kaktovik as we head into Wednesday. Watch for pockets of heavier rainfall around Norton Sound, Unalakleet, out toward Nome, and points south with a 998 millibar low working its way in just south of the Bering Strait. The front will stall just to the north of the Alaska Range. That's going to focus more wet weather across south central and southwestern Alaska. The Bristol Bay region looking at more fog and areas of drizzle and occasional rainfall for the Aleutians, especially on the Bering Sea side. Watch for fog again to be the main issue there. Low pressure is working northward out from Haida Gwaii into southeast, and it could set up a pressure gradient enough to bring up the winds a little bit more around the inner channels there. So if you're watching the wind in southeast, you'll probably keep watching it there as you head into Wednesday and Thursday. Pockets of rain around Prince William Sound, some of the heaviest rainfall shifting eastward into the interior by Thursday afternoon. The front still lingering around the Yukon Valley or so, and that will keep the heaviest rainfall generally south of the valley itself toward the Alaska Range, with a little bit of a pattern change coming up as we head toward the weekend and perhaps some drier weather working in from the Bering Sea and into south central and southwestern Alaska. With Alaska statewide weather, I'm meteorologist